On the 23rd of February, Vicki has died. She died because she was refused a heart transplant after being approved for a heart transplant because she refused to get the COVID you-know-what. One of the most known side effects of this particular medication is cardiovascular problems. So do you blame Vicki for not wanting this particular medication after she had already gotten all the vaccines that she was required to get already? People say to us every day, get over it. COVID is finished. It's done for. What are you still complaining about? Well, Vicki's family will never forget what happened to them for the rest of their lives. And we cannot forget either. Obviously, we have to move on with our lives, but hundreds of thousands of people are still affected by the COVID era times and the mistakes that were made by the government and other officials all over the world. We cannot forget that the excess mortality went up 16% in 2022. We won't forget that in Australia, they stopped recording excess mortality in 2023. We won't forget that the flu deaths in 2019 were no different than the COVID-19 deaths in 2020, 2021, and 2022, and that they stopped recording flu deaths. I have not forgotten that I was put in solitary confinement for 22 days for absolutely no reason. And that's why I'm starting my court case this year. And I hope to get some very powerful Victorians on the witness stand to answer for the mistakes that they made during the COVID era. You see, sometimes it takes decades to get accountability. It might not happen in our lifetimes, but it is our responsibility to keep fighting for accountability, not just for Vicki, but for everyone out there who suffered. You see, there's so many problems in the world that we can get distracted, but what happened during COVID was so bad, and we must make an example of them however we possibly can so that they know they can't get away with it again. I'm going to do my bit, and I know many people are doing their bit. But no, we will not forget. And if you made grave mistakes during the COVID era, karma will come for you. If it's not through the law, then it will be God's karma. And you cannot run away from the mistakes you made, because in this case, it resulted in Vicki's death, her premature death. She was supposed to get a heart transplant. She might have had decades left of life in her, but you took that away from her because you wanted her to have a medication that would directly risk her condition, and you refused her a heart transplant. Her blood is on your hands, and we will not forget, for Vicki's sake and for all the others out there who have suffered.